This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning. This is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is a pre-market webinar for the morning of Wednesday, the 18th of September. My disclaimer: I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. We have a huge wild card today, and that is the Fed meeting and announcement. I'm thinking interest rates are probably going to go down, and that will probably have an impact in what's happening here. Right, this is starting to look pretty interesting here. We've backtested the daily middle band here, and we have on BTC, and we've made a marginal higher high. But that does mean we have a potential double top here. This IHS hasn't made the target yet. That target's in the 63,700 area, but what I would say is there are two IHSs here. One of them is on Solana, and the Solana one has failed overnight. I was talking to Matt yesterday and suggesting that given that SPX and Dow both made my all-time high retest targets, the scenario where this made target while that was happening might not be happening, and we could well be forming a significant high that could last several weeks on SPX here and Dow. So I am wondering about this. This is a nice looking potential little double bottom. I'm wondering if it's going to play out. Looking at Ethereum, nothing really much to say apart from this is looking really like a bear flag for me. And if that bear flag breaks down, the obvious target obviously would be first a retest of this low here at 21.50.58, but then a retest of this low here at 21.21.38. Looking at Solana, the RSI 5 buy signal reached the possible near miss target. We're failing at the daily middle band so far. But the big news here is the IHS has failed. The right shoulder low was at 128.22, and we got down to 128.14 overnight. Now, it still looks like a little short-term bull flag. I'm still wondering about a retest of this high here at 139.89 and then down. But what I'm saying is the IHS here has failed. It's no longer got an upside target in the mid 150s, and it may well be failing. I've drawn in a potential and not bad looking bear flag that may be breaking down here, and I'm thinking we might see a retest of 138.89 to set up a small second high of a double top. But we may just go straight down. And if we do go straight down, the target may well be a retest of this low here at 110.02 to make the second low of a very decent size double bottom. So we will see how that goes. All right, let's have a look at. All right, you got the screen. Okay. So that's where we are at the moment. I'm wondering whether the IHSs are both failing. The one on Solana has already failed. We've got a nice looking double bottom set up on Bitcoin here. It may be that we're going to go down from here and that we're going to be heading towards the obvious targets at retests of, well, I don't know if we're going to see a retest of 49.2, because if we do see that, then it's not going to be the second low of a double bottom. And we've got no obvious double bottom set up here at all. So I don't have an obvious downside target here, but I do have one on Ethereum at a retest of this low here at 21.21.38 and a retest on Solana of this low here at 110.02. Doesn't necessarily have to reach those, but I have to say the odds are improving. And if we're making a short-term high on equities, which we might well be, subject to what the Fed have got to say today, then it would be an obvious thing to happen while we were doing that. So we shall see. All right, great. Well, no questions. So I think that's a wrap. We will see how it goes today. But the big news is the Solana IHS has definitely failed. That low is at 128.22, and we got down to 128.14. We've no longer got an IHS here, and we don't really have an alternate one I could draw, not a decent one. So I think really that's got a target down here at a retest of 120.62, and if we see a general market downturn over the next few weeks, as we might well, then chances are we're going to see that 110. We shall see. I'm wondering if Ethereum is relevant anymore too, and I said exactly the same to Matt yesterday. It's still a big player. But on the bigger picture, it's likely in a long-term decline. I was telling them that when we see the next move up, I'm looking for a new all-time high on Solana, but I'm not looking for one on Ethereum. So Ethereum's still a big player. It's still worth following, I think, at least for the time being. But I suspect in a year or two, it will no longer be a big player. I'm watching it, but it's not surprising for me that the main patterns we're seeing here are on Bitcoin and Solana, because they're the likely future players. Ethereum, not so much. We shall see. I don't see how Ethereum really can compete with Solana particularly. So we'll see. All right, great. In that case, I think it's a wrap. I will have everything posted as soon as possible. I'll catch you guys later.